All right, it is the former champ, the future Hall of Famer Dominick Cruz back in action. And Dom, I know you got to be excited because I know you love to fight. You're in a main event and you're in San Diego, man. You're in your backyard. So just how excited are you right now for this opportunity?
Honestly, man, the excitement. I'm glad you asked that question because you get that question from people. Are you excited? That's the number one question you get. Are you excited for your fight? I don't get excited. I get nervous. It's like you're going into war. Your brain doesn't know whether you're going to live or die. You're going in there with the possibility that you could die if you're me. So, with that being said, it's a state of survival. I'm here to do my job, kill the other guy before he kills me. It's that simple. So I don't get excited for that. I just get ready as possible. I'm very ready. I'm very healthy. And I guess the excitement part would be that I'm home. I'm home. I'm in San Diego. San Diego is literally, to me, the greatest city in America. It's incredible. And that's exciting to be here to represent San Diego is exciting.
It's so awesome for you to keep it real like that, Dom, because you're right. I mean, it is a sport, right? And for years and years and years, we've always tried to preach it's safe, it's exciting, people should get into it. But at the end of the day, it's hand to hand combat. I mean, you're putting your body on the line in there, right? So knowing that you still get those nerves, I mean, do you love to do this or is it like kind of a love hate relationship to get in there?
I love the uncertainty. I'm in a really good relationship right now and embracing the uncertainty of things. That's where you can create from freedom and endless possibilities. There's like you can do whatever you want from there. It's like a blank canvas in uncertainty. But if I know what's going to happen, not only would you not care about this fight, the world wouldn't care about this fight, and I would be bored with it if I already knew the outcome. So our brain naturally tells us that we want to know what's coming so that we can be safe. What I'm embracing is the uncertainty of things. Win, lose, or draw, I'm in here. I'm doing this for the uncertainty, the transformation that can be given to me through it, the vulnerable space, the nerves, this feeling that you're asking me, not the excitement, but the uncertainty of life and death. It's real.
Some deep stuff, man. Some deep stuff. Hey, how far are you taking the home? Are you going to the host hotel and staying there? Or are you just kicking it in your house all week long?
UFC has given us literally, I think, the nicest host hotel that I've ever been in with these events. Again, another thing to be excited about. This hotel room is awesome here. So I'm here. I'm going to stay here. We're right on the water on the harbor by the airport, and I'm going to stay here to just kind of keep it laser.
I like it. All right. Well, talk to me about this part of your career, Don, because, couple wins in a row now. So we're not talking about losses. We're fighting, frequently, steadily. So we're not talking about these layoffs, these injuries. I mean, it would seem to be that like everything is coming together properly for you right now. I mean, does this feel like a good phase of your career for you?
Feels like a great phase of my career. It does. I think mind, body, spirit are all kind of aligning, and I think what's making things work so well is I'm really unattached and willing to embrace the unknown, which is allowing me to just be where I need to be and let happen what's going to happen and do my best to not stress or worry about controlling it.
So does that mean that you're not like thinking about rankings and title shots and where this puts you and all that? You've been able to detach yourself from that aspect of the sport?
Yeah, you have to. None of that really matters until it matters. It doesn't matter right now.
That's a great way to look at it. And it's completely out of your control, right? I mean, sometimes things just happen that you can't do anything about.
Um, Everything in life happens how it's going to happen. The only thing that are guaranteed is we're going to pay our taxes and you're going to be 6 feet under in the ground at the end of this thing. Those are the only things that are permanent. Everything else can be shifted. Your marriage could be shifted at any moment. Your girl could leave you anytime she wants to. Your girlfriend can leave you anytime she wants to. Your dad could bounce out and be gone. You could lose a family member. We can't control anything. Control is like all perceived. None of it's real. So I'm really sitting back and just thinking about that a lot. And fighting gives you that gift. If you choose to look at it that way, it's like, man, what am I trying to control here? I can't control any of it. All I can do is be as prepared as possible, have trust and faith in my preparation, which will cancel out the fear. That's the antidote to fear is trust and faith. So I have trust and faith in the camp, everything that I've done up to this point, and now I can just let go and be unattached and show up. I don't need to badmouth anybody. I don't need to talk trash, because realistically, what's the point? We're going to fight to the bitter death on Saturday night. Do I really need to talk bad about the person? I respect that he's going to bring his A game and whatever he needs to be to bring it. That's what's going to elevate me as an athlete. So to an extent, he's my teammate, really, because the better he shows up, the better he makes me for the next guy that I got to face, because this isn't over after this.
What an interesting way to look at it, man. Dom, you seem like in such a free place right now, man. During times of your career, it felt like stress of the world, stress of the career was getting to you, but gosh, it just seems like you're in like a real free place right now. Do you know when you got there, or what the realization was that you were able to kind of let that white noise stuff go?
It's not gone. It's always there. I notice it. People don't change. I'm still, that same person is still there, man. It's just that I can notice it now. I notice that it's there, that I want to attach to it, but I don't have to choose to attach to it. And it's still there, man. I'm still human. I'm not like pretending like I don't have the thoughts of wanting to attach. It's natural, though. I'm a human being, not a robot. So notice that. Don't choose it. And I think that started happening just with all the ups and downs, man. Maturity, life, losing people, losing titles, winning fights after that, losing fights after that. People coming in your life when you're at the top, people leaving your life when you're not. Repairing family relationships, living life, transforming. What's the point of doing this if I'm going to show up the same every single time?
That's a great way to look at it, man. All right, well, let's talk about your opponent a little bit. Like you said, no need to trash talk him, but just what do you think of his skills overall? A guy that seems to be kind of improving at this stage in his career. So what do you think of him as an opponent?
He is improving. I mean, I think what Vera's biggest gift is in his career are his losses. As weird as that sounds, I think those are his biggest attribute. That's what's made him the best. He's no longer scared of losing. There's an unattachment factor that he has. So I see that in his fights. He can just go in there and let go, and that's what makes him a really good test for me right now at this stage of my career. He's in great shape. He's got a good shell defense that he uses very well. He uses elbows very well from his guard. He has a way of resting in the right spaces when most guys are working, so he knows how to repair his cardio at times when people would normally panic. He switches stance. He's got a good teep kick up the middle that he likes to set up from a southpaw stance, and a good spin kick that he likes to hit from a conventional stance. A very good straight left hand. The list goes on. I've commentated this guy's fights. You can go back and watch any commentary that I've had about this guy, and I'm saying nothing but great things about him. So why would I shift that now just because I'm fighting him?
Much respect. On paper, look, I think this is going to be a phenomenal fight. I think stylistically, you guys match up incredibly well. So what are you expecting? I mean, is this a fight that goes 5 rounds and you get tested? I mean, you fought the best in the world, Dom. Is he one of those guys that can push you to your limit?
You hope that every fight you get into that they push you to your limit. That's the hope, because then you can just let go, and that's going to elevate me. That's the next transformation, and I think he definitely has every tool. Everybody in the top 10, top 5 has that skill set. They're all world beaters in my division. My division is the best division in the world, in my opinion, when it comes to using the full skill set of mixed martial arts, grappling, striking, fence work, everything. I think 135 has the best usage of all the martial arts in one fight. So he's no different of that. So I take him very seriously. It's not a game for me. This is life and death for me, period.
I love it, man. The intensity is there, Dom. I cannot wait for this fight. I guess let me ask you then, what's the goal in here? I mean, with your attitude and understanding of martial arts, is it about wins and losses and victory, or is it more just about a state of mind or a type of performance? I mean, what is the goal when you get in there?
The clear intention for me is bigger than a goal. It's about attention and clear focus of what I'm looking to create. I'm looking to create from nothing. In mastery, you're coming from nothing. If you're coming from something, then there's no room for what there is to be created. I want to show up on that night unattached to create whatever I need to, and just make sure and unleash whatever dark corners of my soul that I need to in order to do what I need to make it work. I'm going to let them out. You'll see it. I don't always have to be that. I can be whatever I need to be right now. You don't need to see that. It's not time. It's too early. I got 5 days. still got to cut weight. There's so much to go on there. Why would I waste my energy being that now? But on that night, I promise you, you're going to see the best version of the darkest pieces of me let out in an octagon.
Woo! That's some deep stuff, Dominick Cruz. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the time, man. I know you're busy. I always appreciate your perspective on fighting, and hopefully you can enjoy the moment, even though it's a scary one, being in front of your hometown crowd, where I'm sure will be in your corner, man. Hopefully it's a special night for you.
Thank you, guys. I'm enjoying it. I love the energy here. The energy is skyrocketing in San Diego right now. Everybody's talking about the UFC being here. Everybody's talking about this main event. I can feel it. It's just like you can feel the buzz in the air. So that's really cool.